With its abundant lakes, scenic hills, and trails, Ogemaw County is considered the gateway to the north. Ogemaw County sits right in the heart of Michigan and is filled with history, beauty, and great events. When you make the drive north on I-75, no doubt you have seen the smiley face on West Branch's water tower. After watching today's show, you'll know why it's there. On this tour, you will literally zip through the hills, be reeled in with some great fishing, and enthralled with all the family activities and events. So come along for our Heart of Michigan Circle Tour of Ogemaw County, a great getaway for a day, a long weekend, or an entire vacation.
Production of Great Getaways is made possible by Rocky's Great Outdoors. Located in Burton, Michigan, Rocky's carries a complete line of motorcycles, snowmobile, camping, and hiking gear, including canoes and kayaks. State Building Company, serving Mid-Michigan for over 50 years, with quality windows, insulation, roofing, and siding, including complete residential and commercial remodeling. Forward Corporation, operating over 30 complete convenience centers, motels, and restaurants across Northeast Michigan.
A unique turn-of-the-century downtown Victorian West Branch is the cultural focal point for Ogemaw County. The heritage of this area is evident in the architecture with the century-old Victorian buildings. The town's pride is reflected in the pleasing atmosphere and the vitality that is displayed in the variety of unique shops, personal services, and free convenient parking. Great towns have great food, and West Branch is no different. If you like pizza, then stop at G's Pizza for an incredible meal that will not only fill you up, but make you look forward to coming back for more. We sat down to one of their exclusive super meat pizzas with hot peppers. Try it. You'll be glad you did. For another lunch, stop at Geneva Artisan Bakery and Bistro, where a sandwich is more than a sandwich. It's a feast. These are just a small sampling of the great restaurants located in downtown West Branch. Fabulous Fridays occur Friday night beginning July 4th and ending August 8th. Each Friday has a different theme, such as Ladies' Night Out, Show Off Your Iron, Gone Country, West Branch's Got Talent, and so many more. They run from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and are located on Houghton Avenue in downtown West Branch. Some of the events are so large that 2 blocks are blocked off for all the fun. They're worth checking out, and they are award-winning. One of the events takes place back in West Branch, where professionals and experienced riders jump, leap, spin, and race to the delight of onlookers. I know Tom loves to ride, but he left these amazing feats to the pros. There were some heart-pounding, stomach-flipping jumps and tricks high in the air. In fact, they were so high it made us wonder if they needed a pilot's license as well. We'll definitely stick to both wheels on the ground, though it is amazing what these bikes and their riders can do. And for a little adult fun, stop in at the Silver Lining, a boutique and wine tasting room on Houghton Avenue, downtown West Branch. Vicki Barnes brought Tom into the exquisite boutique, offering unique and one-of-a-kind items.
We have wine accessories, we have purses, we have jewelry, we have home decor, we have journals.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, and we try to make sure that they're unique, things you don't get just anywhere else.
Tom enjoyed spending time in the restored turn-of-the-century building, complete with high tin-covered ceilings and Victorian charm, examining the modern craft winery products, artwork, and stylish gifts. Many have given this destination 5 stars, not only for what it offers, but how well they are received and treated by owners Peter and Samantha Fabry. The store hours are 10 to 5, but you will often find them staying open later for their patrons. You will probably go home with your favorite bottle of modern craft wine and a beautiful gift or two.
We love the buzz. We love people being out and about town. The streets are crowded. The restaurants are packed. We've got great restaurants down here to eat in. Plenty of accommodations for everybody. The hotels, the campgrounds are all nearby. We have some in town, and it's just a great place to visit in the summertime.
The Ogemaw County Museum, dedicated to preserving the history of Ogemaw County and its families. Admission is free, and you can visit Thursdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., May through the end of September. Its Historical Society has established 4 historical driving tours of their own that take you back into another time and place, including a tour of the architectural jewels of Ogemaw County, showcasing Victorian and stone homes dating from the 1800s to early 1900s. Even the historic banks have been preserved, complete with their safes. The tour books are available for purchase at the Historical Society, the West Branch Area Chamber of Commerce office, and other retailers in West Branch. While visiting West Branch, you'll want to enjoy the outdoors at Irons Park, located in the city around the West Branch of the Rifle River off Valley and Shrigley Roads. The park is contained in a little more than 10 acres. You'll find it to be an ideal spot to walk or ride your bike along the 5-mile looped paved biking path named the River Trail, as it runs along the Rifle River, where we enjoyed stopping in the warmth of the sun. Other activities available at the park include fishing, bird watching, and many children's activities like Fort Austin. It is a huge, multi-structural, modern wooden playscape that kids of all ages love. Whether you're visiting the tree-shaded park for a picnic, a family gathering, or one of the many events at the covered pavilion or gazebo, the kids and grandkids are going to insist on spending time exploring the fort, swinging and playing on the playground equipment. We observed games of hide and seek and heard children say, "Push me higher," amid squeals of laughter. What a fun way to expend their energy and yours. Thousands of people from all over the state of Michigan and beyond come to enjoy a full weekend at one of Michigan's finest art fairs, the Victorian-themed extravaganza that showcases the work of more than 275 juried artisans from across the state who offer their handmade crafted items. There are hundreds of exhibits and free entertainment for the whole family to enjoy. The fair commemorates the Victorian era from 1830 to 1900, a special period of West Branch's heritage, and when we visited the fair, we could see how its theme highlighted that time of great invention, color, fine decor, character, and pride in family and community. We stopped to listen to the free entertainment on the outdoor stage before following Tom as he sought out the wide variety of summer's favorite foods and snacks provided by the vendors. It was fun to watch the kids staying cool and have fun in the creek, panning for gold. The Victorian Art Fair takes place in early August, and you will truly enjoy finding that treasured piece of the pleasant outdoor summer setting of Irons Park. Another event stationed at Irons Park is the French Voyageur's re-enactment. It was like jumping back in time when we met with some of the French voyageurs. We learned how they originally came from Montreal by canoe, through Ontario to the Great Lakes hunting for beaver fur. They brought items like blankets for trade and carried 4 to 6 tons of supplies, making it a dangerous journey. But they found trade with the Native Americans to be very lucrative, and would even establish families that they would return to while traveling back and forth. While touring the encampment, we heard the music of bagpipes, and looking down the trail, that's exactly what was headed our way, a Scottish bagpipe brigade. Keep an eye on the West Branch Area Chamber of Commerce for all events taking place at Irons Park. Heading east from West Branch, our next stop on the Circle Tour is at the Ogemaw County Fairgrounds. In August, the Ogemaw County Fair draws the community and visitors to its fairways, exhibits, and events, and is touted as one of the best fairs in the state. The sounds of the clean, fun carnival and midway greeted us upon arrival, and there are so many hands-on activities for youth, from the petting zoo to making ice cream the old-fashioned way. It's great fun to see the old-time farming demonstrations and how easy it was to get around on horseback.
You also have a campground this year. Can you tell us a little about that?
We've got a modern campground down here with 100 modern sites, and then we've got another campground, rustic, with 49 sites in there, and borders the river, and it's very enjoyable back here.
The antique village at the fairgrounds is a living history of pioneer life in Ogemaw County. During Fair Week, it comes alive as a working, hands-on village with costumed volunteers demonstrating life as it was back in the olden days. Of course, it wasn't all work. There was music to be enjoyed. The subtle sounds of the county fair are replaced by the roar of motorcycles during the Ogemaw Hills Bike Week in July. The goal of Ogemaw Hills Bike Week is to bring motorcyclists, motorcycle clubs, and organizations together for a week of motorcycle events around Ogemaw County. Another amazing show just down the road from the fairgrounds is the Pioneer Power Antique Tractor and Gas Engine Club Show and Flea Market, the third Thursday of July. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, it features a flea market, music auction, demos, and pedal pulls for the kids. Be sure to attend with your family on Saturday as it's Kids' Day. On Saturday during the parade, we were able to get a look at nearly every imaginable tractor. Walking through the campground, we were wondering if the motorhomes were pulled in by a John Deere. Working exhibits included threshing, hay baling, sawmill, and hit-and-miss engines. The owners were more than happy to demonstrate their machines and explain to the curious how they worked. The annual show features vintage tractors, gas engines, and antique cars. Food is served on the grounds, and there are fireworks Saturday at dusk and horse-drawn wagon rides. We heard the buzz of saws and had to go over and check out the double-blade sawmill, blacksmith, and shingle mill. After watching the demonstrations, we gained a whole new appreciation for how valuable the mighty tractor and engines of old were in the lives of those who built up Ogemaw County. It's time for a slower pace on our circle tour, so we will head north to the Rifle River Recreation Area. With so much to do and see and to just plain relax, the Rifle River Recreation Area never gets old and boring.
One of the highlights of Ogemaw County is the Rifle River Recreation Area. I'm with Eric Cowing right now, and Eric is the supervisor out here to the park. And Eric, maybe you could just give us an overview of all the different things that they have here in the park.
Okay, well, we're about 4,500 acres, so it's a rather large recreation area. We have a number of opportunities for outdoor recreation and overnight guests. We have about 7 lakes for fishing. We have 14 miles of trails for hiking. We have 5 rustic cabins for rental. We have a number of campgrounds, rustic and modern, depending on what's your speed. All of our lakes are no motors, so it's more for a kind of a rowboat, kayak, canoe type of experience. Okay. We also have the Rifle River that originates here at the park and runs the entire length, and that's a good 3-hour canoe trip from Grouse Haven Lake to the south end of the park. They may come for fishing, they may go for a day's hike out on the trails. Some of them bring their bikes either for the roads or the trails. Some come for the canoe trip just to float down the river and kind of relax.
We had a wonderful time camping, swimming, boating, and fishing. The scenery is spectacular on top of the wide variety of recreational opportunities, including wildlife and bird watching and hiking. It's a treasure for sure. You cannot help but notice why Michigan is called pure as you take in the fresh air, look into the pure waters, and capture the beauty of the area with your phone or camera. We would love to know what your experience is while visiting the Rifle River State Recreation Area. So give us a tweet at Great Getaways TV. Have you ever had a dream of hooking a big brown trout while fly fishing? Well, dreams can and do come true, especially if you spend your time in an area so close to home, fly fishing on the Rifle River. It's a stream that produces good fish and some very big ones, though it may take some luck or skill to catch one. Numerous small streams empty into the Rifle River that often harbor some huge browns.
Beautiful fish. That pretty much about a standard size in here then?
Yeah, it's pretty good size, yep. If you want to catch them about that size, them are good eaters right there.
Okay. That's something out here camping, and it'd be good.
It's a big good. Yep, you betcha.
Getting advice from experienced fly fishermen, we bought a reasonably heavy leader and splat the fly down on the surface near shore and allowed the currents to carry it along. That was enough to trigger the trout's interest and encourage us to spend the day trying out other techniques as well. It's a good idea to determine where soft-bottomed, mucky areas of the river are, as it's no fun getting stuck knee-deep in water and being unable to safely wade out. This will surely become one of your favorite fly fishing streams where you can hook and land a nice trophy fish.
You don't have to come up here and have any experience at all, really.
No.
I mean, people think fly fishing, oh God, I can't do that, I can't even fish. But you don't need that. You don't need that.
No,
That's what you're here for.
Yep, all you got to do is have the willing to be able to try. Because most of us can get you to fish, put you on fish. A lot of it is presentation when it comes down to dry fly fishing, but when you're nymph fishing or streamer fishing, it's luck of the draw sometimes. Just where the fish are be and whether you keep one on and the fight of the fish. But I tell people, and most of the clientele know, it's not always about catching fish. It's more about spending the day having a great conversation in an area that most people don't even get to see.
There is a lot of private land around the Rifle River, so be sure you cross onto it only where you have permission. Once you experience the trout feeding frenzy, you will have to mark that spot so you can return again and again. Our next stop on the Circle Tour brings us back to the Rifle River for some kayaking and canoeing. The cold, clear water and sandy bottom in most places makes this an extremely popular river with us and other canoeists. The winding river may only be a foot or two deep in some areas, so it's a perfect spot for beginners and families. Other segments of the river are known for their scenic beauty and moderately fast water with small rapids. There are numerous canoe liveries throughout the Rifle system providing canoes and overnight camping areas. There also are spotting services available so you can schedule a whole day on the river or perhaps just a few-hour tour. Just west of Lupton, we came to Rose City. Michigan is well known for the wonderful wines produced by local vintners. We were happy to get off the Circle Tour and visit Rose Valley Winery and experience its friendly atmosphere. The winery is known for making quality wines from locally grown, cold-hardy grapes. The vineyard, located on the former family dairy farm in Hale, is an ideal place for the production of excellent wine grapes and for learning about the process of winemaking and bottling, and it just increases your appreciation of the product. When you visit the winery, you will gain appreciation for how the fruits of their labor are presented in a simple, personal manner, and you will really feel their passion for wine and winemaking. Ogemaw County has hundreds of miles of ORV trails with many more miles of back roads that can be utilized for ORV riding. With an already extensive trail system, you'll find that an ordinance has been passed to make it easier for riders to get back and forth from the trails. This ordinance allows ORV riders to ride on streets and highways in Ogemaw County. With a mixture of conifer and hardwoods, the forest is beautiful whenever you ride. Don't miss the Ambrose Lake Trail, where you can picnic right next to the lake or take a quick dip in its cool waters. Great on a dry, dusty day. At the beginning of the show, we said you would literally zip through the hills, just as Tom does at the Camp Timbers Eagle Flight Zip Line over the backwaters of Piper Lake. This may not be for everyone, but it is a safe, fun way to get an overall view of the terrain.
Well, we're up to the top now. And the other two have gone and they've made it, and we haven't heard any screaming along the way, so I'm assuming it's going to be going okay. It's a different view when you're up here on a tower like this and looking down a hill, and I'm headed down towards that pond down there, that backwaters. I guess that, you know, if something happened, I'd break my fall, I suppose. Might get muddy. Stepping off, though, that's the hard part.
We're ready to zip.
He strapped into the safety harness, soaring off with camera in hand, and experienced the thrill of the 60-foot drop on the nearly 1,200-foot long line. Do not miss this exhilarating adventure on the Circle Tour. Of course, if you want to keep your feet planted on terra firma, there is the Ogemaw Hills Pathway in the hills north of West Branch. We headed south and arrived at the corner of Fairview and Clear Lake Roads to begin a quiet, scenic walk through a peaceful, natural setting on the beautiful wooded pathways.
I've noticed as we've been walking along the trail that every so often we're finding benches. So if you are out here, you want to stop and take a rest, there is a place to sit down, maybe have a bite to eat, just relax and enjoy the solitude that's out here. They look like they're setting awful high though, Chad.
Well, for right now they are. You can jump up there if you're hiking, but when you're skiing in the winter, they'll be at normal level because you'll be on a couple feet of snow here.
Okay.
Snowpack.
That makes sense. When I first looked at that, I thought, this sure is odd, but then that makes sense. That would how we do it.
There are plentiful displays of foliage and wildlife from spring through the fall. Visit our Great Getaways travel planner to download a map of the 13.6 miles of trails. It may surprise you to find out that West Branch, Ogemaw County is an ultimate golf destination. Its championship courses enhance the natural beauty of the area, and there are a number of 18-hole courses to play just minutes from your hotel room. The courses, including Apple Valley and the Dream and the Nightmare, are offering challenging, exciting, and affordable golf for every level of golfer. From rolling hills, wooded fairways, bunkers, and water, you'll find the picturesque vistas provided at each of these golf courses, making them a pleasure to play. After all the activities we enjoyed on our circle tour, we came back to West Branch with a real appetite. The Lumberjack Food and Spirits was the perfect place to stop for a meal. In fact, you'll want to stop any time of day to sit down for a delicious meal.
This restaurant is unique in that it's on the way up to beautiful northern Michigan. We get a lot of guests that stop over either on their way up to their cottage or destination or on the way down heading home. The food is terrific, the service is great, and I'd like to think that the ambiance, being in the atmosphere of northern Michigan, is the best.
You'll have to come and sit down and discover for yourself the lumbering history with pictures and artifacts from the logging era.
It's just amazing that all the things that they have that pertain to the North Country. Who did all the decorating here?
Well, one of our owners is very passionate about decorating, and she takes a hands-on approach to everything about the Lumberjack, but I believe it was the vision of the ownership here to create a destination location.
This is one place we will have to let our Great Getaways Facebook fans know about. Before getting back on I-75 to head home, we took advantage of the great deals at the Tanger Outlet Mall. What could be more fun than spending the day with family and friends bargain hunting at the West Branch Tanger Outlet Center, where you'll find first quality and in-season merchandise. Tanger centers feature brand name and designer fashions and accessories for the entire family, and store employees that are very knowledgeable about their store's brand name merchandise. Tanger stores and staff are committed to bringing you a satisfying and successful shopping experience, guiding you towards the best deals at your favorite designer and brand name stores. Enjoy a coffee break, find a designer purse, or add to your wardrobe with up-to-date fashions. Tom stopped into the information center where Vicki was ready to tell him about the area.
You've got a lot of stuff here.
Yes, we do. All about Northeast Michigan. We get a lot of shoppers who are looking for things to do in our area, and they stop by, and we can help them in a lot of areas. I've got a True North magazine.
Oh, very
Michigan.
good.
How about a golfing? Do you golf?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got the thing for you. Campgrounds, a little bit of everything about our area.
And I do everything, and that's the nice thing about it.
This is a great stop for you on your way north because we can capture you and get you into Northeast Michigan.
So whether you stop on your way into West Branch, on your way out, or want to spend the day shopping, Tanger Outlet Center is there for your ultimate shopping experience. This concludes our circle tour of the heart of Michigan and 17 special stops. But it's just the beginning for you. Did we bring back some memories of places you have been? Or have we enticed you to take the tour yourself? You will have a smiley face on the entire time. Be sure to sign in to the online adventure and request a DVD and Circle Tour brochure. We will see you on Facebook and hope you stay in touch following our tweets. And be sure to check our Pinterest boards for interesting photos to pin from great getaways. Take note of the contact information on your screen to learn more about West Branch and Ogemaw County for your next great getaway.
Production of Great Getaways is made possible by Rocky's Great Outdoors. Located in Burton, Michigan, Rocky's carries a complete line of motorcycles, snowmobile, camping, and hiking gear, including canoes and kayaks. State Building Company, serving Mid-Michigan for over 50 years, with quality windows, insulation, roofing, and siding, including complete residential and commercial remodeling. Forward Corporation, operating over 30 complete convenience centers, motels, and restaurants across Northeast Michigan.